Hello. Happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday, I think. So, we are doing Paint Your Style. And it's going to be great. I like this week's reference. I was planning on painting with the studio palette, but let's move this a little bit. It's been really humid this week. And I went to grab something from the studio palette and put away something else. And now I look like I murdered a Smurf. Because anything that's honey based is really sticky. And so I have phthalo blue all over my thumb. And everything like that's honey based in the studio palette is about that level of sticky. So we are actually going to paint with 31 Purple Fish because they are nowhere near as sticky today. Her formula, even when it's humid, tends to be pretty dry. Directly from the pans, it re-wets quite nicely, but it doesn't stay super sticky, which is what I need today, because things that are going to be super sticky right now are not... When they've been this humid for this long, I find things tend to gum together and clump, and that's not what I'm looking for today. So let's quickly add a... pin message. Let's get into this. So we have our painting page, which is the Meeden watercolor paper pre-cut cold press 100% cotton, because I still can't get bow hung blocks. So we are on the Meeden pre-cut sheets, and because I'm going to be randomly grabbing stuff from palettes, I already have my swatch card out just for my own brain. What pen do I want for labeling swatches? We are going to go with the Pilot Prera with Mont Blanc in it. I've been enjoying that pen recently. I didn't think I was going to like the pen as much as I do, and I knew I was going to like the ink, but honestly, Mont Blanc ink has probably become one of my favorite inks, like in general. So we are going to start with like a pretty light background. We're not going to tape anything out. We're just going to go in and sort of have fun. And then we're going to add some details. So how do I want this? All right. You can live there. Let's do this thing. Do I want a flat brush? I don't know that I've used this paper wet on wet. And really, we just like want it damp. I want it to just like be a bit damp. I want Blue Jean Haze. Some more blue up there, and then we've very much got this like dark greeny blue for the water. Which I'm going to fade into this blue. The nice thing is there's like mountains and stuff that go in between, and so I don't need perfect blends. There's like rocks and stuff that go on top of this too. So really, I just need a pretty sky for this base. What brown do I want? I want that brown. All right. I'm gonna give that a second, and while that dries, we're gonna swatch everything we've used so far. There's milk chocolate. Smoke blue. Aurora. Eucalyptus. And blue jean. All right, let's try this page. All right, so we're dry. I should label this. don't hate that so far. All right. Let's dry that. All right. So then there's like the shadow of a mountain. All right. Got our second layer of mountains in. I do love her indigo. That's so pretty. I believe it was part of the original unconventional mixing palette. No, it wasn't. Because it came with nickel yellow and alizarian crimson. And I wouldn't call that an unconventional mixing palette. So what mixing palette was it? This is Cloudy Haze. This is Indigo. And then we have, what else to add? Oh, we've got all the rocks and the water texture. And we've got the tree. All right. What what color am I going to use for the rocks? Do I want Lunar Rock? Sure. Lunar Rock's a fun color. It's got a whole bunch of texture to it. Pretty good ground color. How I always do my rocks. Because really, it's going to give you a nice, like, organic shape. That's pretty much how I'm going to do the waves in the water as well, except with white. / eggshell. It's like the weirdest water texture. Sometimes water just doesn't want to texture properly. This is one of those times where I want it to have... That is the one downside with my 31 Purple Fish palette, and my Cosmic actually, is that I don't have true white in them. And so that if I want to do highlights like water waves, it can get muddy sometimes. So let's throw in a bit more of this, but for up in the sky. Nope, that's too green. Don't like you. Let's blend you out. toss some purple into this sky. All right. I will say this paper warps quite badly. So what have we thrown in? We've thrown in Eggshell. We've thrown in grab bag number 8, which is this pretty lavender color. And we've thrown in Lunar Rock. We still have a tree to do. So all right, tree, and then we're done. I have wet olive, but I think it's the wrong green for this. So we're gonna go with Midnight Moss. So I think Midnight Moss is the right green. So I knee my desk. Oh, they re-wet so beautifully. I have to say, that is probably one of my favorite things about Kelsey's paints. The fact that they're all very fun to use, but also that they re-wet so effortlessly. The indigo's running. Okay, let's dry that quick. All right. Okay. There we go. Oh, what color is this? This was Midnight Moss. This is not the brush to swatch with. So there we go. Paint Your Style is done. I quite like it. I quite like the color palette for this week that I picked. It's always fun to paint just with the 31 Purple Fish palettes. I honestly, out of all of my palettes, I find them the least stress to paint with. There's just something very relaxing about using them. So I always enjoy getting to just sit down and paint with them. It's always fun. And I very much enjoyed this week's Paint Your Style. So I hope you enjoyed watching it, and happy Wednesday.